Hey guys, so another letter from Chris, but not another letter. This one, the details aren't exactly like we can't read it, um, but they just gave a rundown of what happened. So, I mean, respecting the situation, I guess. So we're over at the Onion Farms. So this is from Sailfish. I just got this in the mailbox written by one of her alters, Angelica Rosechew. She asked me not to post this online, but here are some of the more important details. Barbara has not had many visitors to the house, nor has she received any donations. So we have Chris asking to donate to the, Sonichu Temple, the Temple of Sonichu, Sonichu Temple, and no one seems to be donating. So Christina has asked for more donations. Apparently, Barbara was in an automobile accident with a tractor trailer, and it was pretty serious. She suffered 2 broken ribs and a concussion. The van is totaled. It happened on November 24th. I'm assuming she was in the hospital over this, but maybe she might be home now because Christine mentions a few family relatives that have stepped in to help. I'm going to keep any names off to respect their privacy. So apparently Barb was in an accident. Luckily, she wasn't seriously hurt. I mean, broken ribs and concussion, it could have been so much worse. So I'm happy she's okay. Instead, this happened on the 24th. So she could very well still be in the hospital. I mean, she's old, so even just 2 broken ribs and a concussion might be too much. This person, Reborn Rose, excellent. No need to dox those who are helping, but Jesus, it sucks Barb had to crash before her family decided it was time to put her in a damn home. And then Sailfish responds with, they may not necessarily put her in a nursing home. They may just decide to take care of her directly and let her move in with them. Or just do what they've been doing, just come over, especially if there's people, family in the area. Or if they are far away, then I guess they'll have to take her in. But so I agree with you 100%. Barbara needs to get out of there and into a healthy environment. She does. Christine has mentioned that what he did was necessary to save her life, and if she does not do this soul bonding or whatever crap, Barbara would have passed away back in August. So if this is your first time watching one of these videos, first off, subscribe. Second, Chris has said that he basically fucked his mom to save her life, to cleanse her and cleanse her of all sins and to rebalance her chakras and aura, and that's the reason he fucked his mom. So he says. So not a very healthy environment. Barb probably would have passed away in August. Christine isn't a sociopath. She's psychotic. Christine doesn't have any remorse because she genuinely believes the soul bonding and she's Jesus crap. Yeah, like I said, if this is your first time, I've read many videos. Go back and watch them. They're pretty recent. It's not hard to find. But Chris basically believes that he is Jesus, like literally Jesus. He talks about, back in Israel and blah, 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 and my second coming. And so the dude right now seriously thinks he is literally the reincarnated Jesus. So I have a feeling that CWC knows her gig is up because she has mentioned Judgment Day is coming in 2021. And has asked to step up the game, basically with the donations and repentance. So, God. Yeah, I agree. Barb needs to be moved out of that house. It's, first off, if they haven't cleaned up, the place is like a fucking hoarder's paradise. They do hoard. Her and Robert or Bob were apparently hoarders. Chris has got his fucking shit there. She's 80 years old. She's got dementia, or partial. I mean, maybe full-on dementia, but you know, with dementia, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's not. She's been living there. She's had people coming over to help, so. But she needs to be moved into an environment that's actually good for her. Like I've said before, whatever kind of mother she was, that's in the past. The fact is, she's a fragile old woman now, and you know, whatever she did to Chris, you know, not giving enough attention or whatever, that was no reason for him to fuck her. So he was in charge of protecting and helping her, but instead he fucks her. Like literally fucks her, not, you know, oh yeah, you fucked me over. No, he literally fucked her. He stuck his penis inside his mom. So she needs to be moved. At first, I thought when this whole thing happened, I thought she was going to be moved to like a nursing facility. But then we got confirmation that she was back in the house. We saw the van in the driveway. The sonotube plate had been removed. And people actually went over, and she answered the door and confirmed that she was in fact living in the house. And now, after this, it happened the 24th. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if she's in the hospital still, or I would assume she's back home. Wait, did it say fractured or suffered 2 broken ribs and a concussion? There's broken ribs. If they were fractured or something, I mean, it still takes a while to heal. But the fact that she broke them, so, I mean, and this is an 80-year-old woman. I remember my great-grandma, she lived in New York, and she lived in the same apartment like her entire life, and was, you know, not a first floor. No, she had to climb stairs, and it seemed like every other week, my mom was like, yeah, grandma fell down again and broke her hip. I'm like, this woman is like 94, 95 years old, and she's still in the same apartment, walking up and down these stairs. And it's like she breaks her hip every other fucking day, it seems. So I can only imagine what it's like for Barb, especially with the dementia. Dementia is no fucking joke. It really isn't. It's like Alzheimer's. It's really fucking sad. And, you know, obviously, if you have anyone who's suffering Alzheimer's or dementia, you know what it's like. For people who don't know, who are just watching me, I took care next door. I was working for my landlady, and her cousin is 85 years old. She had dementia, so it's hard. You know, she was. If you asked her anything about her past, you would never believe she had dementia. She'd sit there and tell you, oh yeah, I was born here, you know, when I was a little girl, this and that, and you know, she freaking taught at the college. She was incredibly smart. But then if you ask her the same day, hey, how was your breakfast? And she'll say, oh, it was great. It's like, what did you have? She couldn't tell you. She couldn't tell you, even if she had just finished it. She could not tell you what she ate. It's sad. But I really hope that someone does take care of Barbara. She needs to get out of that house. Like I say, it's a fucking death trap. If they haven't cleaned it out the way it should, like if there's still stuff hoarded in there, it's still a death trap. You know, a fucking fire could break out, and ways to get out could possibly be blocked by all the shit they have in there. So she needs to be in someone's home that's clean and clutter-free and not filled with all of Chris's bullshit. And she just needs to be taken care of. Needs to be taken care of. No. I mean, she's 80 years old. Her time will come soon, I'm sure. No point hurrying it. Hey, was that a double post? Ah. Such a great clip, man. She made this mess and kept Chris a helpless child in need of a mommy. Too bad that old retarded fat whore Borm didn't die in the crash. Hope she's suffering a lot, though. It just shows the kinds of people that use these kinds of forums. Whatever you may think of her, no one deserves to fucking die because of choices. You know, not even bad choices. Was she the best mom? No. A lot of us, you know, a lot of you guys, I'm sure, feel the same way. It's like, oh yeah, my parent wasn't that great, but do you wish they fucking died in a car crash? No. Like, what kind of fucking people are these? So, but, yeah, so she was in a crash, 2 broken ribs, concussion. Happened November 24th. And Van's totaled. So, bye-bye, Van. And this letter is most likely not going to be released. If they do, they're going to, you know, cross out certain things. Obviously, if it does get released, I'll read it. But at this point, it just looks like they're just kind of confirming that they did indeed get it. And just breakdown of the details of what the contents of the letter are. So, and it was dated November 27th. I mean, but it shows that apparently Barbara's functioning enough to be able to drive the van. I mean, like I said, dementia has many levels to it, just like Alzheimer's. Apparently hers isn't nearly as bad if she's able to drive a motor vehicle. Like the person that I took care of, a motor vehicle, I don't even trust her behind the wheel of one of those fucking carts you get at Walmart. I don't even trust her with one of those. She would just constantly do that. So she's apparently of more sound mind than we think. But like I said, it fluctuates. It can be really bad one day, but if she's going out frequently, it must not be as bad as we think. She still has dementia, but just not as bad. Otherwise, she wouldn't be allowed to drive a car. Because they're not going to let some freaking person with dementia possibly risk the lives of well, then again, I wouldn't put it past people. It's like, well, this woman has dementia. It's possibly a danger to society. Yeah, I see no reason not to let her drive. If she dies, she dies, right? She's old. So, yeah, no donations to the house. So the temple is still donationless. I think that the house is going to be fucking put up for sale pretty soon. Especially if someone decides to take Barb in. Like I said, which is for the best. I don't know if Chris's brother would. I mean, most likely not. So, Chris's brother is not going to do anything. And he has like an aunt and uncle that lives nearby. I would love to know who's been taking care of her. Also, the animals. I don't know. For people who live there, what have your with animals, not with animals, but where people live, if you live in Virginia, or I know there was someone who watched me who lived in the town, what are the animal shelters like? Are they, you know, you put them there and then like every fucking week they gas them, or do they stay there until they find good homes? Are there any other animal um, groups who will foster? Like here we have a group called Friends of Stanley County, where you know they'll take in animals and foster them. Like we fostered dogs for a long time. They'll do the same thing with cats. So is there something that, like that in the area where they'll take in the animals instead of just fucking, oh yeah, put them in the shelter. If they're not, you know, adopted by next week, just fucking gas them. We had one like that on Thursdays. They just fucking put them all in a room and just fucking gas them. Now they're not allowed to do that. Now they've rebuilt the facility and it's a lot better. And it's you know, they keep them there until they're able to find good, suitable forever homes. So I'm also concerned about the animals. So let me know, is there something around that area that would, you know, because I don't want all those animals to go to a shelter and to just be killed. So if you guys know, let me know. But here we have it. R was in the hospital, broken ribs, car accident, and yeah. So down below, I guess, what do you think? You know, what do you think is the best solution for Barb right now? You know, do you think it's better if she was to go to a nursing home, or do you think someone should just say, you know what, I'll take her in? You know, like a family member. Also, like I said, let me know about the animals, because he's got few cats outside, and he's got a dog or something inside. So if there's any kind of animal shelter that they could go to where they won't be just fucking flat out killed, let me know, because I want to know those animals are going to be taken care of. I mean, it's very possible that someone might just, you know, oh hey, let me just take them in. But yeah. So let me know that stuff below. And yeah, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.